Okay, we are pleased to be with Steve Wylie, and Steve is General Manager of Enterprise 2.0. Yes. And thanks first.
Thank you for being here.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for to give us the opportunity to be with you and to be in position to contribute to a session tomorrow regarding the Enterprise 2.0 growth. Okay, Steve, since you are really in a position, let's say, since years, let's say, to look at what is Enterprise 2.0 and the evolution of that, I would like to have your point of view as, let's say, not really an analyst, but somebody being, let's say, the hand in the glue. Okay, and where do we stand today?
Well, you know, it's interesting. I saw someone write last week that what Enterprise 2.0 needs to really ignite this movement is a killer application, right? And I actually disagree with that. I feel like Enterprise 2.0 has all of the applications. I think what we need is a killer case study, right? I think we need a great example of Enterprise 2.0 really showing solid business improvements, business return, right? And I think, you know, we saw this week at the conference, we saw the Booz Allen Hamilton case study, and I think that's a really great step in the right direction, and time will tell if the Booz Allen case study is the killer case study that we're looking for. But I think that's what the industry needs, is a model to look at and see the benefits from, that other companies can follow as well. But I feel like from an applications and a tool standpoint, I feel like the pieces are mostly there. They're going to continue to evolve, but there's a lot for companies to work with at this point.
Yeah, certainly, and it means that, and you are, let's see, this year we have progress in some cases. Volvo, Lockheed Martin, we have, let's say, even the US Army, and even some of the case, and impressive that we have some level of maturity at least.
Right.
Okay, and clearly, it seems to me that, and maybe you could confirm that, we need to have also a kind of more profound analysis, not so much in the business case, but from in terms of what is really, where do we stand in terms of value creation? Where do we stand regarding, let's say, the creation of new type of services, or this kind of thing, and also regarding community management and marketing, which is, say, one of the points.
Right, and that was an interesting theme this week, sort of seeing something that we've seen in the consumer web, social media, and we used a couple of examples here this week. One was the Obama campaign for the White House as a great model in the political world, and asked the question, how can we as the business community take advantage of this and figure out how this is going to make sense for the business world, right?
I think it's, actually this morning I published a post on that, okay? And just demonstrating that, and let's see, we could learn from that, okay? Because there's certainly an opportunity. Now, Steve, let's say you are, let's say, this model of working on what is clearly a social media, at least a conference, okay, which is one of the first social media.
Right.
Okay, you are going to have a conference in San Francisco, and that a gathering of people. Okay, we are 1,500 there this year.
This year we're close to 1,500. We don't have official numbers, but we had a very strong response.
40 nationalities and.
Yeah, we were very pleasantly surprised to see that this has always been a strong international conference, but this year we had 40 different countries represented here, and that's something I hope to grow in the future as well.
Okay, it means that you are going to have an event in San Francisco, and you are working on a new gathering to work clearly on some case next year at the same time.
Yep.
And having some international flavor in it as well, with some business case and maybe some economical standpoint. And because looking in terms of usage, you need to go in terms of sociology, anthropology, policy, government policies as well. Are you going to organize some, let's say, gatherings in that direction?
Well, I think, you know, we sort of let the major themes of the conference emerge from the community itself, right? So we listen. We do spend a lot of time listening to what our attendees would like, right? And that's partly why we would like to create. We created the second conference. Was it's hard to hear your community when it's once a year for 1 week in Boston, right? What we really like to get to with the Enterprise 2.0 conference is a year-round community, because these people here need to keep speaking to each other and learning from each other as well. So having the two conferences, as well as some of the other things that we've done, like building community websites as a place for these people to gather. We also have an extensive blog, the Enterprise 2 blog, right?
Very well organized.
Yeah, to bring people together. So I think all of these things get us speaking to one another. And then the key themes, you know, whether we drill down into specific vertical markets, addressing things like policies, you know, absolutely, I think we will cover those things. To answer your question, that it's more a question of when is the right time. I really haven't seen a lot of companies taking that next step to start creating policy around the usage of social media, but I'm sure that's coming as well.
Okay. I mean that also I would like just to advise everybody, let's say, to look at the website of Enterprise 2, because it's very open. You are sharing a lot.
Yes,
you spend great efforts in enabling anybody, let's say, to have access to everything.
Right.
Okay. It's really a community. Thank you, Steve.
Richard, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.